Great night to be at TBones Stadium. TBones in town for a 7-game homestand starting tonight, and we're glad to be here playing baseball. Fought some weather up in Winnipeg, but good to be in town for this week. Got a lot of fun action planned tonight through Sunday here at TBones Stadium, so we encourage the fans to come on out or give us a call or jump on tbonesbaseball.com and learn about some tickets. But, coming off the championship last year, 62 wins, 37 losses. That's a franchise record for us. Heck of a year. Team got hot late. We had a great summer all summer long, but we had 14 players that were promoted to big league organizations or Mexico throughout the season. So it was tough having to replenish that roster. And I got to give credit to Joe Capietra, our manager, Frank White, Bill Sobey, John West, our baseball staff, for being able to do that. It's kind of a team effort there, and it was a great way to win it. We won the championship here in Kansas City for our fans, and I guess here we are going to have to go back to back and try to repeat. So just happy to be home again, and as you said, good weather.
Yeah, I know kind of a slow start as far as getting full games in. Our weather here in Kansas City hasn't been the greatest over the last month or so, last few weeks. And then, you ran into some weather up there in Winnipeg too. But, we're going to get a full game in tonight. It's going to be a great game. And, we talked with Frank White, a guy who's been here, again, a long time, a number of years. Brings a lot to the table. Just talk a little bit about the experience and the things that he has brought to the table for the organization.
Sure. I think, having a guy with the caliber of Frank White, Royals Hall of Famer, number 20, retired by the Royals, should probably be in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
I think
we were talking about that the other night.
Yeah, I think just having him on staff where he can share some of his wisdom to the younger players is incredible. The fact that we're able to do that. I saw him earlier during batting practice, and maybe you guys did too. He was out actually taking ground balls with Darnell Sweeney and Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley is a local kid in Overland Park here who plays for us now, has played in the big leagues. That's an ex-big leaguer wanting to learn and seek Frank's advice on the field tonight pregame to trying to get better. So to have a guy like Frank, with his numbers and his history is great. And also from a fan standpoint, I love it for the fact that we're able to have number 20 out here coaching first base and waving to the fans and signing autographs every night. It's just a part of the fun, well-done attitude and atmosphere we have here at T-Bone Stadium. So can't say enough. We're proud to have Frank. Of course, he's got a pretty important day job, but when we can get our afternoons and evenings with our baseball club, it's pretty special.
One thing we wanted to talk about is we talked about winning the championship last year and the players we lost, or not lost, but players that went on to the big leagues, which is the ultimate goal. Talk about some of the challenges that we face whenever it's time to replenish that roster, or kind of how we find those resources to kind of find those players to put it back on the team.
Sure, it is a challenge, and I got to give credit to Joe Capietra, our manager. He's a top-notch recruiter. He's got so many contacts. We've got contacts in Major League Baseball, farm directors, agents, scouts, coaches, you name it, with other organizations. But I will say the challenging part is, you might lose a guy in May or June, and you have time to bring somebody else in. But when you lose guys in August, so those guys we're trying to sign, they might want to take a month off before they go to play winter ball. So to find quality talent in August for a playoff run, that's tough. And we were able to get it done last year. So that's the challenges. But, you're always trying to stay one day ahead because, we had Randall Delgado purchased by the New York Yankees this weekend, so now we got to go find a number one pitcher. So, we're always working at it. It's not luck,
I'm sure you kind of keep a short, running list as you go throughout the season, guys that, you're keeping an eye on that are kind of on the bubble with some of those big league teams or double A, single A. So you got to kind of keep an eye on those guys, and, when they get released, try to snatch them up.
Always staying in communication with guys that and organizations that they might tip us off when a move's about to be made. So, and I'll give, again, credit to Joe. He outworks everybody else in this league, and I think that's where a lot of our success comes from. But it's not easy. We work hard at it every day.
Yeah. What are some qualities that, when you brought Joe in here about 3 or 4 years ago, what are some qualities that made him stand out kind of above some other guys that could have possibly came?
Sure, and I think one we just touched on as far as he's a top-notch recruiter at this level of baseball. He managed in the Can-Am League which is basically our sister league out east, and he was managed in New Jersey there for 14 years, made the playoffs 11 times. And he's had players that have gotten promoted constantly throughout his career. So I would say he's a top-notch recruiter. He's a passionate baseball guy. He's a family man. He's a man of his word and a man of integrity. And I think those are the qualities that attracted us to him, and we're glad he chose to join us here in Kansas City. This is our third year, of hopefully many more years to come.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about the culture that he brought. With Dan Vaughan, the voice of the T-Bones, he kind of came over that year too.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's a very passionate guy as well about the T-Bones and for the team, and so that's great that you got a manager who's very passionate and a great recruiter and has done very well here in Kansas City.
Yeah, and you mentioned Dan, of course, Dan Vaughan. He's a character himself as a broadcaster, really passionate about the T-Bones and the American Association baseball, pro baseball overall. He's also he might have pointed out he's the voice of the Perth Heat over in Australia. But Dan Vaughan, he's a Harry Carey or a Skip Carey,
there it is.
And I think a lot of fans should tune in across all these platforms and give him a listen. He's fun to listen to. He calls a great game. So Dan Vaughan, he's a homer, but he's fun. He's my homer.
Yeah. He's the perfect guy to have in the booth because he gets excited and he's really into the game, and it's the perfect guy you want up in there. So. The common theme we've kind of experienced throughout, just talking about how the clubs, was it 3 years in a row over 500, right? They're doing really well. Was cultures. Culture's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot, sometimes on our other podcasts, just about how culture and how setting a standard of kind of puts a team into a routine of winning.
Sure.
And we've seen some of the other clubs around KC kind of do the same thing. So just talk about how important that culture is in setting that tone for the team is.
Well, it's you're exactly right. It's huge. It's kind of the old idea: success breeds success,
right.
And it's just a kind of it becomes an expectation. You want to win. You want to perform here. We got a good program rolling, and you don't want to mess it up. So, but yeah, culture's huge. I think it starts at the top with our owners, John and Adam Ellert, but also our staff on the front office side. We've got about 10 or 12 full-time folks here in addition to the baseball staff that they eat, sleep, and drink T-Bones baseball, and they care. It starts with good people, and you got to have good people pulling the right direction day to day, and we've got that there. So it's a culture on and off the field that we're very proud of.
Yeah, that's great. The baseball community lost a legend today. Bill Buckner passed away at 69. He was in Kansas City as a member of the Royals for a year, best known for his time in Boston, lost his battle with dementia. So, just kind of do want to bring that up and let people know that, thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Yeah, and I got to say, I was growing up one of the Royals bat boys in clubhouse attendance, and from 1985 all throughout high school and college. So I was there. Billy Buckner played for the Royals in 88, 89. I got to be around him on a personal basis. He was a gamer. He was just an absolute gamer. By the time the Royals had him, he could still hit, but he had his ankles were all messed up. So and I think we still had turf at that point. But he was a professional hitter every night. He was a gamer. He gave it 110%. Man, he was banged up a lot, but he played every day. But I'm saddened and shocked when I saw that today. I mean, I was around that guy. I was around him in the visiting clubhouse when he came over with the Red Sox or Angels, and you just hate to lose that at such a young age. And he's got a lot of former Royals teammates today that are hurting, and I've talked to a few of them. We did know this was going on. It's a sad deal, but I can tell you that I was lucky enough to be around Bill Buckner, and he was a heck of a man and a heck of a player, and just a grinder, man. He was a professional hitter. He was a gamer, Bill Buckner.
That's cool. That's fantastic. I've seen highlights, of him playing, and I didn't move to Kansas City till the 90s, so I unfortunately didn't get to see him play here. But, great ball player, and I'm glad to hear he was a great individual too, and that you got the opportunity to be around him. So we got, looks like Saturday nights you guys do some fireworks post-game and have some other activities out here. We're right next to the Legends at T-Bones Park. It's a great experience. You can bring the family out. You mentioned the Fun Well Done. talk a little bit about that slogan.
Sure. Fun well done is kind of our motto on and off the field. It's affordable family fun, great entertainment out here at T-Bone Stadium. Just started the season off last weekend with our big championship celebration and opening night. But overall, 7-game homestand coming up here. We've got something going on every night. On Tuesdays, you can get two choice tickets for just $13. So 2 of the best seats in the house for just $13. Wednesday nights, we have free player autographs and the mascot Sizzle autographs pregame. Thursday nights, you won't want to miss this, and I think you guys should be out here for this. Thursday night, Throwdown Thursday, $1.50 beers, $1.50 hot dogs every Thursday, all summer long at T-Bone Stadium. Friday night, we've got some great giveaways and theme nights. This Friday night, it's Salute to Field of Dreams night. And we're going to have some fun with that movie and that anniversary. And then, of course, it's our annual Meet the Team post-game party on the field for free autographs. So you can meet the T-Bones and come down and get their autographs on the field on Friday night. Saturday night and every Saturday night is the giant post-game fireworks at the T-Bones. Don't miss that. It's an award-winning show. And Sundays, we kind of changed up Sundays this year. It's Kids Eat Free Sundays every Sunday. It's pregame catch on the field that's led by our players. Then we'll play a baseball game, and then it's post-game kids run the bases. So jam-packed Sunday, fun well done. Fun day Sunday, if you will. So come out and see us. You can get online, tbonesbaseball.com for tickets. Purchase and print your tickets 24/7 at tbonesbaseball.com or stop by the St. Luke's box office here at the stadium. But you'll have a good time. And I got to say, every day parking's free. Yep. Advance tickets start at just $6.50. Every night, hot dogs are $2.50. And every night of the week, we have a beer that's $4. So talk about some affordable concession prices, too. We've got it. So come on out, see the T-Bones. Fun well done.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to talk to Jim and make sure our next show here is on a Thursday.
Jim,
Good idea.
I think the rounds are on Jim. M-I-Z.
Nice.
We got to visit with some of the Missouri head coaches last week, the Mizzou coaches
Jim
caravan.
Sturck,
and the athletic director, and that was a great deal. But yeah, right here at T-Bone Stadium, he just talked about all those wonderful promotions, and not only do you get those, but you get to see a great baseball game. Really good baseball team, really good product on the field. So come on out here. It's right across from the Legends. Come on in. Like you said, $2.50 hot dogs. I mean, you can't beat that at all. I mean, even the value dogs at Royal Stadium are $4. So, you can get a lot better deal here and still see some good baseball. So, come on out. And, again, Chris, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you taking some time.
Thank you.
And, I'm sure we'll be back here in a few weeks. Or maybe even sometime again,
on a Thursday night.
Yeah, on a Thursday night. But thanks again for taking some time with us. And, again, you can check out one of the 6 Longboards locations here in the Kansas City area. We are brought to you by Longboards, and go check them out. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes.
I'm Johnny Coy, head coach of the St. Joe Mustangs. If you're looking for professional quality, customized wood bat for your baseball player, Walkoff Wood Bat Company is the place to go. All bats are made with prime quality wood, and the options for customization are endless. Gamers, fungos, training bats, they have them all. The Mustangs are excited to have Walkoff Wood as our official bat supplier this season. If we trust our players to swing Walkoff Wood, you should too. Go online and order today.